kettle on. It's make a cup of tea time for me already. I haven't been vlogging, I've been getting on with routine things, and now I am starting the vlog in the afternoon. I am feeling so much better today than I was yesterday. I don't know if you watched yesterday's vlog. I went for what I thought was a look, and it wasn't. It turned out to involve cutting and pain and needing to recover afterwards. Anyway, go watch that if you are interested in what happened yesterday. It was the weirdest day of the year so far. I caved in and put the heating on about half an hour ago, but I am being disciplined and putting it back off now. I had a flipping revised bill email yesterday. For the first bit, it was like the whole of last month, and the next bit was 8 days following the previous bit, and it was 4 times as expensive. Well, it was slightly more money than the whole of the month before, but it was only 8 days, so that's put the frighteners on me, that has. I've been paying about £49 a month for gas and electric combined for about 2 years. If it's going to quadruple, that means I've got to find an extra 150 quid a month. That's a lot. So I'm going to be watching this smart meter like a hawk. So the heating's been on for half an hour and I've made a couple of hot drinks. That's all today. We've got both fridges running. I've done a dishwasher load as well. I'm wondering if moderate bouts of exercise would be a good solution to not having the heating on if it's just me in the house, if I'm on my own, like today, because my daughter's gone into Cardiff today to meet up with college friends. I was thinking, what if when I start to get really absolutely chilled to the bone like I do, I just do some moving around for 10 minutes or so until I warm up a bit. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna warm up with a cup of tea now and go down in the cellar and practice my flute and speak to you when I'm finished. Oh, and just before I go into the cellar, look, IB got me a new knob for my dimmer switch here. Look, I think it's off an old combi amp or something. I love it. He said, oh, you'll have to paint it white. It looks out of place. And I was like, no, I'm a musician. I love the fact that it's off I don't know if it's a mixing desk or amp. Anyway, whatever it is, I like it. It does come off easily though, look. I should probably glue it. Well, that was a very short-lived practice, long enough for me to get very hot. But 20 minutes later, my stomach's rumbling and I just can't wait for dinner. I have to cook something. I've just done my usual trick for lunch, which is sauteing a load of veg, mushrooms, celery, green pepper. That's it. I did get a courgette out, which is lurking over there, but I forgot all about it, so we're not having courgette. I've put chilli, ginger, garlic, soy sauce and a bit of lemon juice in there, and I'm gonna fry an egg to have with it. And I'm saving some calories for trifle because I didn't have any afters yesterday. My boyfriend and daughter went and got treats and I felt too ill to have them. They also bought, which I also didn't have, I don't know if I'll have it now. I feel like I need to ask Izzy's permission because I think she sees them as hers. But they bought these mochi ice cream thingies, little tiny balls. And they both had one and they said they were very nice. Oh, there's only one left. I don't think that's got my name on it. I think I better leave that for Izzy. Or she might be thoroughly disappointed. She is expecting to have it. Get in. I can't see me getting any more flute practice done for at least a few hours because I've got a list of holiday related jobs to do. I need to go get Euros. I need to do COVID passes or passports. I'm not quite sure. Now we're going to Spain, and originally when I booked there was some kind of legislation in place whereby I had to go a couple of days before flying and fill out a whole load of Spanish health forms with the travel assistant, travel agent person. But I don't now because as of last Friday they have changed that rule, so I don't have to do that anymore, but we still do need those COVID passports or passes. She kept saying COVID passes, but I'm sure that's for events. I think the passport is for travelling, but she must know because she's a travel agent. But anyway, I'm going to look into it. She rang me up this morning, you see, to see is everything all right? Is there anything you need? Don't forget to come in to check in and all that. So I said, can I do the COVID passport and just bring it to you to check it's the right one, because then I'll still have time to do the right one if I get the wrong one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, anyway, I do need to prioritise that. I've got a list of paperwork as well. In fact, I've got 2 piles I need to go through. Here we are. There is actually a runny yolk in there, believe it or not. Doesn't look like it, but it is. That was most succulent and tasty and delicious, and now it's time for trifle. And yes, I have been a big baby and put extra sprinkles on top. Look what came when I was eating the last of Izzy's presents. So look, because it's upside down, it looks like the Amazon smile is doing an Amazon sad face. Oh, I'm not having the best of luck with the COVID pass. I've done mine. Printed it out, I think it's downstairs printed. Can't do Isabel's because apparently I have to be logged in as her, or ideally she has to be logged in as her and do it herself. So I've messaged her. She's not answering her phone. Don't know what she's up to at the moment. Oh, I wanted to get it done so I could go to the travel agent this afternoon with it and get it checked over, but I guess I could go with mine, and then assuming she gets the same thing in the same format, that'll be okay. I even rang up the number because I thought, well, there doesn't seem to be an option to add another family member on. It's anyone from age 12 and up. Apparently they've got to be logged in themselves. Anyway, he couldn't do it for me over the phone. Well, he could, but it would take 10 days to come. So I said, that's never good. It's been going before then. So I have to do it somehow. Well, mine has printed out all right. I've been very optimistic and written COVID passes, plural. I'm going to go and put it over here on the to be packed pile. I've been making very slow progress with Izzy's COVID passports. She has to do it herself, basically. I've been trying to do it whilst messaging her, and she's had to access security codes through her email and through her phone as well. So I've got both those in. I've managed to upload her passport. Now it wants her to lean in and have her face scanned through the webcam on my MacBook, and she's not here, so leaving it open, well, it's kind of minimised, but I don't know, it'll probably be timed out by the time she eventually comes home this evening, but we shall try to continue, otherwise I have to start over. Well, how annoying. So I'm not going to the travel agent today after all, but I am going to pop out now and get euros. I've also been doing some admin to do with health appointments and things, and I've got a little letter to post about that. Shoes on time. I'm not going to try and go for any strenuous walks today after what happened yesterday. I am feeling fine, but I don't want to push it, just in case, you know. Do you know what? I'm thinking I might as well just go to the travel agent now after I've got the euros, because I think they'll still be open for a bit, and kickstart the process all off. So I'll just take our passports, my COVID pass just to make sure it's the right one, but I'm sure it is, and I've got IB's passport details on a scrap of paper. I'm back. Mission get euros for IB was a success, in case you are wondering what they look like. There they are, back and front. I don't know which one's the back and which one's the front, actually. My COVID pass was not quite correct. Yes, it was the right thing, but she said they have to be in digital format. Otherwise we have to fill in a Spanish health form. But as long as it's in digital format on our phone, we don't have to fill in a Spanish health form. So I had to do it through the NHS app, but if you're in Wales, you have to scroll down quite a lot to find the bit where you have to click, which takes you on to click after click after click, which eventually takes you to getting your passport on your phone if you're in Wales. So I eventually did that, and then you have to add it to your Apple wallet, or I did anyway. It was quite lengthy and complicated. I was just thinking, if it had been somebody who's even less used to using a phone than me, they might have struggled in that situation. I thought using a travel agent would spare all that fiddling around, you know, that they'd just do it. And also they had said come in and we'll check in for you. Well, it turns out they can't do that. They can only do it if it's within 24 hours of flying, whereas before they were saying go 2 days before flying. So I've either got to do it myself or go within 24 hours of flying, so we'll see. It depends what time I got to go for my gig. But anyway, I've got to do that through an app on my phone, so I've just downloaded the Ryanair app. Yeah, well, I'm winning. It's all there. It's all appy and technically. It's not like it used to be. I suppose because I haven't flown for a couple of years, the technology's actually advanced 2 years, and it advances quite a lot in 2 years, doesn't it? I think my phone is starting to sort of feel a bit tired as well. It's starting to get to the point where as apps update, they're becoming laggy on my phone. It's an iPhone 7. I updated it today though, updated the software, and it seems to be working a lot better than it was. So hopefully I can squeeze a bit longer out of it. I've been doing very well on the smart meter front today. Look, only 58 pence used so far. Oh, mind you, is that just gas? It's 188 when it includes the electric. Damn, I thought that was going extremely well. I remembered something I used to do to save money on gas, actually, which is, you know, when you just want to give your hands a quick wash or just spill something out just quickly or something like that, and you might automatically go for the hot tap because ideally you'd like it to be hot, but actually by the time you've finished using the water, it's not even got hot yet because it hasn't reached that far. So what you always used to do is you just use the cold tap anyway, and then it doesn't fire up the boiler and it saves a bit of gas. Well, I'm going to try and go back to that. It's 4:30 now, and I'm thinking I'd like to have a little break and a sit down for half an hour, because this is something I try to do sort of at some point between 4 and 5. And then I get recharged again for the next lot. I know what I can do in my break. Learn some Duolingo. That's what I'm going to do. And eat wheat crunchies. That was very loud in my ear then. Oh, and I'm thinking now I might need a little sneaky coffee. Yes, I am. I suppose only boiling as much water as we need will help us to save on our electricity bill as well. We all know it, don't we? This is what happens when I respond to YouTube comments on my phone while I'm supposed to be cooking. Yes, getting distracted, burning the aubergine. I'm doing a simple pasta dish for me and Izzy sometime later, and it's looking a bit more mealy. I don't know if me and my daughter are eating together or not. It's possible she's eaten just before leaving town. I know she's on her way home. I'm gonna ring her and find out. But the reason I cook this is because if she's not hungry now, she can reheat this easily later. It's one of those things that will reheat easily, you know, or even tomorrow. Yay, she's gonna join me. She's 10 or 15 minutes away, so that's brilliant, and she's hungry. So yay, we'll sit and eat together, probably watch Voyager. As always, it's taken us so long to work our way through it all. We'll be still doing it when we're old ladies. Oh, I have more progress on the travel plans. Is I had a good old chat to IB on the phone while I was having my break, sort of in between Spanish learning sessions, which I'm really enjoying, by the way. Do you know what? I'm enjoying the Spanish so much. It's occurred to me I might be able to do a class in it. I mean, I know I've been doing Portuguese for years and years, but it's very hard to access any classes in Portuguese because there's just not a lot of provision. And I want to do an in-person class. I've been all on my own for so long learning Portuguese, and when I was home educating, it's very difficult to justify asking anybody to have Izzy while I went off and did my own selfish thing. So I didn't do any language classes pretty much almost all of the home editing life. But anyway, I really want to do it, and I bet I could do a Spanish one, because, you know, I've got my dream of overwintering somewhere warm. I'd take Spain. Spain is lovely, and the Spanish islands, oh yeah, it's a maybe. Anyway, I'm going off on a complete tangent. I've got very chatty this week in the vlogs for some reason. What was I saying? Oh yeah, IB is going to take Isabel to his house the night before our holiday, because I've got to go via a gig. So that's going to work out lovely, and she'll be so pleased. And he's even said, why don't I pack my case before I leave for my gig, and he'll take it in the car to his place as well. So that'll save me taking a suitcase to the gig. But Mick did already say it would be all right to take it in his car, and he had plenty of room for it. But I don't need to now. So it's all coming together bit by bit. I've got to try and sort her COVID passport out this evening. Or maybe tomorrow, I guess. There's no real rush. Anyway, I'm going to grate some cheese. She's in, and she's turned up looking like a drowned rat because it is raining. She's just gone up to use the bathroom. And then we're going to settle down together and enjoy a good old nosh and probably a chit chat. We do a lot of pausing of the video and chat about, you know, she'll say like, oh, that's not very realistic. She'll pause the video and then she'll launch into a big tirade around why, for example. And we have lots of chats that way, so it's good. I've done too much cheese. Oh yes, 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 yes. Guess what that is? It's my daughter's COVID passport, or pass, whatever it is. We've managed to do it. What a success. So did it online on my MacBook first. I don't know if you could just do it on the phone. I'm sure you could, but I got her to scan her face in, so that was quite funny. And then she got the NHS app and went through all the rigmarole of trying to register, and then you can't register because you're not registered in England. And then she somehow found it. I don't know what she did. She just did trial and error method until she found it, and then it's done now. So she's got those images saved to her Apple wallet, which is what she's got to show at the airport according to our travel agent. And also we got a paper copy just in case. Yay, I'm gonna have a bath now, which I have run already, so I'm gonna get in there. But thank you so much for watching today's vlog. Could you please give it a like if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to watch more from this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.